Hello guys, welcome to another video. So the sun has finally arrived here in the UK, and today I'm going to see if I can make the most of that nice weather, and I'm actually going to try and go out on my bicycle. Now, it's a bit of an experiment. I'm not quite sure how my body's going to react to it, so I've still got a few things going on in my body which I will talk about a bit later on. So yeah, it's going to be an experiment, and it might end very soon, and I'll just have to turn back if my body's not feeling right. But a few of you in the comments have said that they're worried I'm overdoing it. I promise you I've not been overdoing it. I'm pretty good at listening to my body, and I'm going to listen to my body now. I'm not going to push it. I'll just stop if I have to. I'll walk back if I have to. I'm going to be monitoring my heart rate as well throughout, so I'm just going to keep my heart rate really low. Certainly not going to be powering up any hills. Not that I can usually power up any hills on a bike particularly anyway, but yeah, I've just been super excited about getting outside and been keeping an eye on the weather forecast, and got my bike ready yesterday. Gave it a clean, gave it a bit of a service as well. I mean, it's fairly basic service. I'm no expert around a bike, but you can learn a lot from YouTube these days. You can learn a lot from YouTube. But anyone that knows their way around bikes will know it's fairly basic or entry-level road bike that I've got, but it's perfect for me really. I tend to only ride it in the summer, and it gets me from A to B, gets me exploring the local countryside. So that's what we're going to do today. And as long as everything goes well, I'll talk to you a little bit more about a few things once we get to my destination. All right, let's get out and enjoy some of that beautiful weather.
Downhill.
So I have pulled up a little bit early. I haven't quite reached my intended destination. I nearly got there, but not quite. So I did feel the need to stop a little bit early, and I suppose now is probably a good time to talk a little bit about a slight issue that I've been having with my recovery, and it's kind of been ongoing since my surgery, and I've mentioned it slightly in previous videos. I've been getting some shooting pains quite low down in my abdomen, sort of around my pelvic floor area, and it was quite bad initially when I first came out of hospital. It got a little bit better, and then over the last couple of weeks it's kind of plateaued and is not really gotten much better, which has been a bit frustrating. It's not there the whole time. It's definitely not a constant pain, but it comes and goes, and when it's there, it's very uncomfortable. So today was a bit of an experiment out on the bike. I wanted to see if it made things worse, if it brought on the pain, and then that would kind of give me a bit more of a clue as to what is causing it. And the fact that I have started getting a few shooting pains later on in my ride does kind of push me towards my theory of that it might be a nerve issue, maybe just an irritated nerve, or maybe a bit of a nerve entrapment going on, which would be no real shock considering, there was a lot of fiddling around. Sounds wrong. There was a lot of moving things around on my insides, and there'd be no surprise if there was some irritation of the nerve there. So it might just be a case of giving it more time, and hopefully it'll go. If there's a nerve entrapment issue going on, that could be a bit more complicated. So I am going to talk to my oncologist very soon. I have got a phone call with him next week, and I'm going to chat about that, because yes, it can be a bit draining, to be honest with you. Stopping me doing things I want to do, and I don't mean bike riding and running. Obviously I know it's still early days. I don't expect to be back to normal on those fronts yet, but stopping me doing things like sitting at my desk and doing some work and being productive. So it's holding me back a little bit. I know some of you are probably going to say, give it time, it's only been 5 weeks, and I know that, but yeah, I know that this issue has probably dragged on a little bit longer than it should. So yeah, I'm going to tackle that. One of the things that I've read about improving this situation, if it is a nerve issue, is to concentrate on postural exercises. He says, as he's probably sitting with terrible posture, and also some deep breathing exercises. So I've been introducing that a little bit into my daily routine. and actually I'm going to do a few breathing exercises now whilst I'm here on this nice green. One of the breathing exercises I quite like to do is called box breathing. So that's where you breathe in for a period of time, say 5 seconds, then you hold your breath for 5 seconds, then you breathe out for 5 seconds, then you hold your breath for 5 seconds, and then you continue going around like that. And I found that quite a nice way to sort of dial in your concentration and your breathing. Sort of kind of keeps you in the moment, really, I suppose is the best way of describing it. So I'm going to do 10 minutes of that now, and yeah, see how we go. So that was my box breathing. That was nice and relaxing, but let me know in the comments below if you've got any recommendations for breathing exercises. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to those sort of things, but yeah, let me know, that'd be great. So the other thing I wanted to mention is that I do have my MRI coming up in a couple of days' time, so that's all booked in, which is lovely. So yeah, I know what to expect now from an MRI, basically lots of noise, but the results of that MRI, as I've said previously, are going to determine whether my tumours in my liver have grown since my first MRI in February, and if they haven't grown, then hopefully we can get them all removed in one big surgery. And I did mention in the previous video as well that I was told that my neuroendocrine tumour is grade 1, so I did receive a summary letter in the post today about my condition, and in that letter it said I had a neuroendocrine tumour grade 1/2, which was not the best letter to receive, to be honest with you. So just to mention again, so neuroendocrine tumours are graded from 1 to 3, 1 being the slowest, 3 being the fastest. So yeah, I was told I had a grade 1, so in my mind I was, buzzing about that, thinking I had the slowest possible growing neuroendocrine tumour. But yeah, grade 1/2, so I guess it's the higher end of grade 1. Now, I'm not an expert as to how they figure out the grading, but I think they use the results from two different test results. Maybe I've fallen into grade 1 in one of those and lower end of grade 2 in the other one. That's why they've said to me I'm grade 1, but in the letter it's grade 1/2. So I've kind of processed that information and got over the initial disappointment, and yeah, I don't think it's a massive thing to worry about. It is what it is. I think it's still going to be a slow growing tumours. So I've said previously as well, there's always going to be hurdles coming up. These things are never straightforward. I've had a pretty lucky run, to be honest, up till now in terms of test results and my condition. The fact that I had neuroendocrine tumours that have spread to other organs and they still are going ahead with trying to remove everything. There's a chance I can get rid of all these tumours. That's massive, and I know I'm in a very lucky position in that respect. So the fact that I've been told it's grade 1/2, I'm not going to get completely caught up on. That's still slow growing. So next thing to do is just to get through the MRI and then get the results, and it won't be long, I don't think, until I'm back in the hospital getting that operation done. Anyway, I think it's probably time I got back on my bike and rolled myself home. Not in any pain at all anymore, so don't worry. And I think that was a good experiment to have anyway. The pain I experienced at the end there was nothing huge. It was just I was just aware of it. It was no worse than I've been getting at home, so it's been a good experiment. Perhaps a little bit more time to recover until I can spend a whole day on the bike. That's quite a way off, I think. But anyway, let me get home. So it's a couple of days later, MRI day. So I felt fine the day after the bike ride. So didn't do myself any damage. So I will be doing that again at some point. But yeah, here for the MRI. It's t-shirt weather. Amazing. So I want to get this done and get back, because we're having a family barbecue. So yeah, let's get this done. Half an hour probably in the scanner, and then yeah, go and spend some time with the family. Right, that's me done. I'm out of here. I'd actually forgotten that they had to follow lots of instructions of breathing in, breathing out, holding your breath, but it's one way to get your deep breathing exercises in, isn't it? Anyway, that's going to be the video this week. If you did enjoy it, do hit the like button as always, and subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be great. Thanks for watching, and have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next video.